Okay, so in the first part we showed you how to add a trigger to the level which would fire off a bit of code using an event, and we just teleported our player back a little bit. What I want to do now is just make it a bit more interesting, because in my diagram we had this, we had a teleport pad A and a teleport pad B, so when the player hit the green telepad, look at that magic, they get transported to the second one. Now it's useful to have visual cues in your game, because at the moment when the player runs around they can't see where the teleport is. So I think in my game I've shown you I've got a doorway. Well, I'm just going to add pads. For the time being I've moved the actual teleport trigger up here. It doesn't matter. Its location has no effect whatsoever on the code that's in the level blueprint. And I reckon I'm going to do is put a pad here, so if the player lands around here they don't walk into the teleport pad straight away, they've got to find it. It might even be in a different location completely, and I'm going to put the target or the destination telepad here. So to do that I'm going to create a couple of little round pads like these. Now in modes I've still got this in basic. There's loads of stuff in basic. I'm just going to take in a cylinder. I'm going to set its first location parameter to 0 to make sure that it's still in line with the player. Now with it selected over here I can press F at any time. If you ever want to go to something, just select it and hit F and it will take you to it. So that's a useful way of finding things in the world outliner. Now I want to make this flatter. Two ways I can do that. I can change its Z value here, which is the up and down one, or I can just select scale here and just move that down a bit, and then that one to move it about. I'm just going to set it in the ground a little bit. Yep, and I'm going to call that teleorigin. Teleorigin. As soon as I remember how to spell. And I want another one over there. So to move things about, if I just hold down the Alt key and then select green, red, or the blue, it will create me an automatic duplicate. And that's over there. I'm going to both poke it out of the ground a little bit, and I'm going to call this one Tele Destination. I'm going to give them some colour. In my diagram, the destination is red. I could use the heart material actually that's there, or I might go to one of my mad glowy ones. I go back to my origin by selecting it here and pressing F, and I'm going to have that green. So I've got my green pad and my blue pad. Now at the moment, of course, if I play the game, the player just walks on those, nothing happens. I'm just walking on them. Get a nice glow on your legs, but that's about it. Because the teleport is up here. Now, so if I move the teleport now and put it over my origin one, I'm just going to zoom up to it. They're now together. What I can also do to make sure they stay together, over here on the left, just going to make that stationary. On the left, if I put teletrigger here, now child of teleorigin. See the way that it's set in? So that now belongs to that. So when I move teleorigin about my pad, it will move the trigger around as well. That's really useful. It means they're always going to be together. Together forever. Now look, 0, 0, they're perfectly lined up. Now this is all right. If I bung that over there, I'll bung that over there for now. When the player walks into it, it's still moving me to the end, which of course is very dangerous at the moment because I'm going to fall off straight away. And what I actually want to do, I want it to teleport to here. So when I walk into this, it will teleport me to this destination. So all I need to do in my blueprint is to change the destination part to the destination or the location of this. And that's simple. So let's open the level blueprints. Here's my teleport. And as you can see, the origin was 0, 0, 122. Now 122 has got to stay the same because my player needs to teleport to it and not land inside a solid object. And I've got the here I've got the destination location. So it's 0, 0, so it's got to be in line with the player, and it's minus 1690. So I'm just going to put that in there. Oop. Off like that. I'm going to make this a little bit higher because the platform's got a bit of height as well, so I'll change that to 140. Now in theory now, if I play the game, I run into that, it should teleport me to, yay, look at that. And I can get my heart, which I was after. Sorted. So that is how to add a nice little teleport. So when I hit that, it teleports me to the other location. And remember, it's always going to run in the same direction. If you want it to change direction, you need to come to here and change the rotation. Though to be honest, this can be a bit hit and miss, I have found. So your first question is going to be, how do you teleport back? Very carefully. If I put another trigger on here, which teleports you back to the first one when you walk into it, what's going to happen is your player will hit this, they'll teleport, they'll teleport, they'll teleport, they'll teleport, and very, very quickly your processor is going to fill up and it will crash. So don't try that. There are ways of doing it, but they're quite complex. But for now, that is how you can set up your teleport between two locations. And I can get to my heart. Yay! And there we go. Hope that was useful. Ask me questions in class.